Hi guys, welcome back to Thotology. This is my radio voice and this is episode 12. I am here with my friend Becca and my friend Sarah, and we are gonna rip into some more relationship stuff today, and I don't know, I'm probably gonna talk shit along the way. So that's what I do. But yeah, thanks for sitting down with us. Let's talk about how you can get your fucking shit together, okay? Because I'm done being patient with y'all, alright? Alright, so last episode we kind of talked about attachment styles. Apparently I'm avoidant attached, and I did not know that actually until last episode, so that's real interesting to me. But, you know, whatever, that's fine. I just have to find my perfect mate somewhere in a laboratory. That's okay. Dee Dee! Get out of my laboratory! I did not do that right. Anyway, but yeah, so today we're going to talk about how to be a friend to people trying to get out of bad relationships, because I feel like a lot of us don't know how to do that, and I know I've done it, and Sarah, I'm pretty sure you said you've done it too, right? And then, you know, Becca's been real patient with me and the garbage can human beings that I've dated in the past. I'm just kidding, guys. In the last year, I've really upped my game, you know what I mean? But there was some questions.
Pretty easy to go over rock bottom.
Yeah. Whoa, you're just gonna put it out there, huh? Yeah. It was. I mean, listen. The important thing is they were beautiful, though. They were real sexy, real hot. But anyway, Becca, how was I a good friend? You know what? I'm not even gonna assume that I was a good friend.
You were a good friend.
What would you say you needed in your time of getting out of a bad relationship from your friends?
So the thing that set you apart, Mariah, versus my other friends, and like my other friends are great, and I'm still pretty close with them. Like,
but fuck them now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, guys. Relax. It's fine. I'm crazy.
But like, in that bad relationship, he had isolated me from people that spoke out against him. So the friends that were still around me were just kept quiet, and they were there because they're like, Becca, we love you, we support you, and we're here for you, even though we recognize you're in a bad situation. Then in walks Mariah, like the Kool-Aid man.
I blew that shit wide open.
You came in and you never put me down. That was the thing. Like, Mariah never put me down in a way that was like, why are you, like, I can't believe you're with him. You're smarter than this, Becca. Like, you should, like, this is stupid. No, like, she built me up and was like, Becca, you're such a strong person. Like, and helped build me up in a way that I could recognize in myself that, yeah, I'm a good person. I don't deserve to be treated like this. Like, I am strong. Why am I putting up with this? And like, that was the thing that set her apart versus my other friends that were just trying to just ride it out with me. And she called me on it, and she'd be like, Becca, like, you're strong. Like, you're beautiful. You are smart. She basically spelled it out for me, and she wrote it on a piece of paper and slid it to me, and was like, read it.
This is how much we're willing to pay you.
Exactly. So, and like, that was what set her apart, is like, she recognized that I was in a bad situation, and she wasn't quiet about it. She wasn't super loud about it either, but I mean, like, how did you do it, Mariah? Like, because I still to say, I tried describing to this to people, and I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, when people meet a Mariah and they're like,
you know, it would really help if the University of Oxford would give me those notes from when they observed me. So they're trying to figure out how all the shit in my brain works. Just kidding, guys, but they probably should. So this is what I think kind of happened, is I think that, because I think we've all been there, but I basically, it doesn't matter what your friend is going through. You have to, I've looked at my friends knowing that they were making a mistake, and I've said, listen, if it works out, I'm here for you. If it doesn't, I'm here for you, okay? For example, with Becca, I was like, if you guys get married and it works out, that's great. If you need somebody to help you move when you're getting divorced, or if you're getting divorced, and I said if, not when, just to be very clear, I did not say when, but I was like, you need somebody to help you pack if you get divorced, I'm gonna be there, you know, like, you gotta be there for your friends through whatever, because this is the thing, we're young still, I mean, whatever, I don't want to talk about my age anymore, but we're making mistakes. That's what life is. Life is a journey, you know, we're learning through all these different things, and you have to be there for the people that you expect to be there for you during your mistakes, you know, like, if we didn't make mistakes, life would be so boring. Like, can you imagine just being like, oh, nothing ever goes wrong. I've never felt any trauma whatsoever in my life. You know what? I would really love to not feel some trauma, because...
Can I unfeel some?
Yeah, y'all take some of my trauma. But you just have to understand, and I always told Becca this, I was just like, listen, you have one life. So and this goes for men and women, because it's 3 women sitting here talking about relationships, so it feels like we're saying fuck men. No, that's not true, because I've definitely seen guys who are with shitty women.
Yeah.
And what I will say is, listen, you have one life. So why are you letting, like, when your parents conceived you, they didn't go, like, especially my parents are just like, how did she get here? My parents weren't like, you know what, I hope she gets married someday, and I hope she just gives up all of her dreams and aspirations for somebody else. I know my parents didn't say that, and I know that's not what we're meant to be doing, you know, and I can tell you till you're blue in the face that your significant other is a piece of shit, but until you really start to see it and want to do something about it, like, you have to let your friends make their own decisions, you know?
I think that's when I learned, like, the true definition of, like, ride or die. Like, Mariah, it just hit me, like, what you were is you supported me and you let me know, hey, if things go great, I'll be by your side. If things don't go great and if things go south, I will be by your side no matter what. And I think that's what set her apart as a friend. Like, none of my other friends, they were just quiet, but, like, she let me know, hey, it doesn't matter. Like, I think it was, like, probably 3 days before I even left for the wedding that you said, if you want to back out, I will come get you.
Yep.
I will drive, I will pack your bags, I'll do whatever. Like, you did that, Mariah. Like, you let me know, like, it doesn't matter if you win, if you lose, and you do that to this day. I mean, even earlier this year, like, I was super stressed about, like, military, like, making rank or something. You're like, hey, it doesn't matter if you make rank or if you don't. I will be there for you.
I said, look at everything you've already accomplished this year, you know? You have to look at the bright side of things, which is so lame because I don't know who I've become. Because I'm naturally a very pessimistic and sarcastic person, and I don't understand how I could be so, like, sarcastic but also positive at the same time.
Like, so supportive of people too. Like, you're such a rare breed.
That is so wild to me that you're saying that you don't know who you've become. I'm like, I feel like Mariah has the most, like, deeply rooted self-understanding.
And self-awareness, yes.
Shit, if she doesn't know who she...
This is the thing, you know? I know who I am, but I think what happened is I stopped I never cared. But I think I really let go of the expectations of what people asked me to be. But I had good influences like you. Let's talk about how cool Sarah is, okay? Sarah's like one of the smartest, coolest people I've ever met in my entire life. This lady like bikes across the country in like one of those weird like jumpsuit things, and like she's like whatever it like zips up. It's like all aerodynamic. She makes bread. Like she's an athlete. Her brain's like the size of like. What's a big state? Texas? Yeah, there you go.
Texas is, yeah, there you go.
Like, I think I've met people in my life that just, I was like, when I met you, I was just like, damn. Like, she's such a good influence, and, you know, you have to surround yourself with people that inspire you, you know? And I think that inspired me to be the best version, sorry, I had a mini stroke. To be the best version of yourself, you know what I mean? And what the fuck was I talking about? You're like, I don't even know at this point.
It's a good derail. Like, let's talk about Sarah.
That means so much to me because I am so hard on myself.
But that's the thing.
I think the best people always are, though.
Well, that's true, but she gets on me when I do it because I'm hard on myself. But it's so funny because I'll be hard on myself, but then she'll call me and she'll be being hard. Like, the other night, I'm not gonna say she was crying, okay? But she was like, I need a hug, and I grabbed her. She said something negative. I was like, don't talk about my friend like that. I was like, don't talk about my friend like that. And I had a guy the other night that I'm friends with, and he was just like, he said something negative about myself, and I was like, don't talk about my friend like that. Like, you know, and I noticed when I started doing that for my friends, I kind of started doing it for myself. You know, and I also, again, just forgot what the fuck we were talking about. I really haven't taken my Adderall in days, guys, so my brain is just, like, not functioning
We're
properly.
talking about how to be good friends for each other. Like, that's, like, be there for each other.
Yeah, and then, what was I gonna... Oh, yeah, you're so hard on yourself. Well, you shouldn't be, because you're amazing.
Yes.
She inspires me so much.
I'm the queen of self-sabotage, and that is...
because you're a Cancer.
Oh, amen. And that is the bulk of the work that I've done in the past couple of years. Just being so hard on myself to the point where it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, I will set myself up to fuck it up. Way. Not in the good way.
And she makes me laugh when she talks about it, though. But you know what's crazy, though, is I wish girls in their early 20s, if you're listening to this, learn from us.
Please.
When a drunk girl above 26 says something to you in a bathroom, you better stand at attention and listen. Because I'm saving you from so much shit.
Yes.
You know, I got in a fight the other day with a guy named Chad, right?
Oh.
And I was just like, wait a minute. I was like, your name's Chad? This is too good to be true.
Too good to be true.
But anyway, yeah, if you're in your early 20s, guy or girl, it doesn't matter. Like, learn from your, like, start doing that self-work early. But I will say this, maybe they shouldn't, because then you're going to be bored.
That's true.
If you
will be bored.
If you fix all your problems in your early, like, between, like, 20 and 24, you're going to be super bored, because I promise you, nobody else is doing that, and then you're just going to be sitting around. It's like being sober in a bar and just watching people fuck shit up, and no matter what you do, you can't get drunk. If you solve all your problems between the age of 20 and 24, life is like a drunk bar, and you're just walking around, and people are having sex in the bathroom and eating things off the floor, and they're all having a good time, and it's super toxic, but you're not involved.
Make your mistakes then.
Make your mistakes.
Live
Make
your
your
life.
mistakes, but learn from your mistakes, okay?
That's the big thing. Don't
My
make
voice
mistakes
is trying to give out on me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, learn from your mistakes. Like, don't do what I did. I mean, shit, never mind. I learned from my mistakes. But let's get into the meat of this shit, shall we? I wrote it down because, I'm trying to focus. Alright, so bad relationships, right? You should have a go bag. And this especially goes for if you have kids, if you have pets, like whatever. And first of all, if that man's putting his hands on you, you just call me, because
She'll take care of it.
Oh, yes.
Listen, I will put Nair in his shampoo bottle, and he'll be bald by next Tuesday. Yeah, I will cut you know what, my lawyer says I'm not allowed to make jokes about, like, hiding bodies on the podcast, so I'm not gonna make a joke about hiding a body, but I will just say I'm not allowed to make jokes about hiding a body, and then you can just interpret that for what you would please. So, yeah, a go bag. I think I told you to make a go bag, didn't I?
You did. And actually, on that, like you said, for pets, there was one night that I did try to get a hotel room, and they turned me away because I had my little Yorkie, my little pet, and I didn't have her vaccines on me. And they turned me away, and I was like, how? This is literally 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm disheveled, and I'm here. It's snowing outside, and you're turning me away. Like, that was the time I was leaving a domestic abuse situation, and you're gonna turn me away because you don't have my dog's vaccines. Now I could have just snuck her in, but I was trying to do the right thing because I was not in my right mind.
And this is the thing too.
So
My friends know, if you call me and you tell me that a man put his hands on you, I'm gonna show up with a fucking baseball bat, okay? And I don't think I've met one significant other that wasn't scared of me, and this is what it is, and you're smart about psychology. If you act crazy, I am unpredictable, but people don't want to mess with you, right? I had one of my friends, her ex-husband hid from me in the hallway, right?
No.
Listen to this. So they were getting divorced, right? She's laughing, she's dying. So they were gonna get a divorce, like they had been fighting, and she was just like, "Well, you come with me to get my stuff," and I was like, "Bitch, say less." Of course. So we get there, and I love her dearly. I'm not gonna name names, but I'm like, "Yo, pack your stuff, let's go. Why do you have an entire suitcase full of socks? Like, you don't need this." And she's taking her sweet time, so he pulls into the driveway, and I was like, "Oh, bleep, he's here." And she's trying to drag her suitcase that's, like, bigger than her, like, out the house, whatever. And so I'm pulling her stuff down. This is actually really funny. I'm pulling her stuff down out of the house, right? And he comes in, he, like, goes into his bedroom, and then I'm coming back up the stairs, and he's like, "Don't leave with her." He's, like, hiding behind a door in the hallway, and he was like, "If you leave with her, blah, blah, blah," like, whatever. And I said his name, and I said, "Shut the fuck up." And I have never heard a more awkward silence in my entire life. Never saw his face. Literally hid for me in the hallway. But that's the kind of friend that you want to come pick you up from your house when you're trying to get your shit.
Yes.
Because you don't need, you know my name, Jebecca, that has nothing to do with your name, right?
I hope not.
It doesn't have anything to do. Jebecca is a name I made up for the podcast that has nothing to do with my friend Rebecca. I just want to clarify that, okay? Jebecca is a mixture between, I don't know, Justin and I don't, whatever. Who cares?
Okay.
Anyway, it's not Becca. So anyway, you don't want somebody like Jebecca showing up who's, like, scared of confrontation and like, "Oh, sorry, Chad. Yeah, you're right. She should probably stay here with you. No, Chad can go fuck himself with a spiked bat, okay? And that's not happening. But anyway, so then we make this dramatic exit, right? And we're driving down the road and she goes, oh, I forgot my laptop. We turn around. She has to go back and get her laptop. We leave again. She's like, oh, I forgot my phone charger. I was like, bitch,
You'll buy a new one.
you are so bad at dramatic exits. Like, can we not? I was like, we're not going back. We're going to Target. We'll get you another phone charger.
Set boundary. No.
But yeah, set boundaries. So go bags are important. And so after you get out of the relationship, let's talk that, which is hard. I mean, I guess that's hard, but we're going to talk about closure after we talk about the act of blocking, okay? So we're going to talk about social media and blocking a significant other, or, you know, whether it's I've never blocked a friend, but like, I take that back, but you know who I'm talking about. She's my best friend. We have a very dynamic relationship. But blocking your ex on social media and on your phone, and I think that you said you're a blocker, right?
Yeah, and I had an incident in 2019 where I was trying to get this guy to leave me alone, blocked him, didn't even say anything, like no dramatic exit, just kind of, I knew he was just terrible.
Wait, look at me, is it who I think?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It is exactly who you think it is. And that motherfucker emailed me.
Oh.
Have you seen that thing?
Email. Work email? Yes, because I had his normal email blocked. He's like,
trying to
let me find
send
one.
carrier pigeons and everything.
He could have sent me a fax, like.
You could fax that ass and you're still not gonna get it back.
Exactly. Unreal.
So Becca over here is not a blocker.
I'm not. Well, okay, I take that back because I did block friends.
But wait, did I tell you to do that, or you just did it?
I mean, you've told me all along, and I just finally got fed up.
Wait, did you recently do that?
Yeah, about like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Because in preparation, knowing that I was going to come here.
Oh yeah, because I would have ripped her ass if she hadn't had it done. Okay, that makes sense. So this is what I think. Okay, I go back and forth on this because currently my ex isn't blocked. Well, some of them probably are, but Spawn of Satan's not blocked, and this is why. Because you have to understand the psychology of the person, right? Mm-hmm. I am a dick, so if I know blocking you is going to give you some sort of satisfaction,
you won't do it.
I'm not gonna do it. Like, and I think it takes like a certain level of intellect to be like, because I know that this would give you satisfaction, I'm not doing it. And then he'll go back and be like, well, that's reverse psychology. And I'm like, no, really it's not. Because at the end of the day, the most annoying thing somebody like me could do is not give you the reaction that you're looking for, right? Mm-hmm. And there's times that I've gone back and forth, but this motherfucker's blocked me and unblocked me like 117 times. And
why? Like, why did
you don't even gotta go to my profile to unblock me, right? Like, listen, I know we all want to know what I'm doing. I live a very lavish and extravagant lifestyle, guys. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard, but I'm like 500 people listen to my podcast, so I'm pretty much
busy.
She's never busy.
She's always sitting at home on the couch next to her phone.
Yeah, I just watch it ring and I ignore you intentionally. Take it super personally, guys.
Every time.
Yo, if y'all could stop taking it personally, that would free up a lot of time in my day. Thanks. But again, forgot what I was talking about.
Blocking.
Oh, blocking. Yeah, I don't think I block people when I don't give a fuck. That's when I block people. I mean, like a guy I dated like what was it, like 6 months ago? Briefly, he's still blocked on everything. And oh my god, I blocked him on everything, right? Because I just didn't care. And he had the audacity to message me, and he was like, he messaged me on Snapchat, and he was like, you blocked me because your ego is so fragile, and you can't handle what I have to say. And I was like, let me put my foot down for this. I said, first of all, motherfucker, I was like, I blocked you because your argument is invalid, and I don't feel like wasting brain cells sitting here talking to you about this. And if you really want to go there with me by the end of this conversation, you're going to want to jump off a bridge. and I don't want to hurt your feelings like that. Also, you're not the man that you sold yourself to be, and your mom told me that you'll never do better than me, and you never have done better than me. So if you really want to go here, we can go here. But I don't think you can take the heat, baby, so stay the fuck out of the kitchen and go talk to Gordon Ramsay. But anyway, I usually block people when I just am like, I'm over it. Like, I still have people blocked from like years ago. And to me, it's just like, you're not in my personal space. Like, I don't deal with you. It's not a dramatic thing for me. I think that's why Spawn of Satan's not blocked right now. Because I'm just like, we have a very psychological warfare thing going on. Even though I don't really think about him that much anymore. I mean, you know what? We all know he's fucking listening. Becca, how often do I talk about Spawn of Satan?
I've been here for about a week, and I think I heard maybe once, but it's because I asked you.
And all I said was that the sex was bad. No, I'm just kidding.
The only time I've heard it is when we saw a guy that looked like him.
And
that was
oh
the
my
only thing I've
gosh,
heard.
it was so funny. Her and I were out, and this guy was trying to talk to me, and I just looked at her, and I said, Sarah, who does he look like? And she looked at me, and we locked eyes, and she was like, oh my god. And I was like, yeah. And I looked at the guy, I was like, baby, this is never gonna work. And he was like, why not? And she was like, you look exactly like her ex-boyfriend. But yeah, so that was super weird. But anyway, Becca's not a blocker. I think it just comes down to like, are you social media stalking this person? Because this is the thing. Me and my ex are at a point, whatever. And you know what? I'm tired of calling him my ex. He's Experiment 626. No, he's you know what? I'm gonna make this better. He's Experiment 9726.
I mean, you just gave me an experiment last night.
Yeah, no, he's Experiment 9726. Do you want to know how I picked that number? It's the last 4 digits of his phone number. Yeah.
Okay, I like
so,
that method.
So this is what I learned from Mariah recently within the last 24 hours is
Yep.
if I don't block someone, take their name out of your phone, and then now they're Experiment 5874, whatever the last part of their number is. Like,
because this is why. To me, she's like, I have so many numbers not saved in my phone. Like, obviously you're saved, she's saved. But especially with guys, it's not like I'm hoeing around. I think people look at it and they're like, ugh, you want to know why your number's not saved? And I broke it down for Becca last night. Because you've either fucked up several times and you're not here permanently. You're on probation, sir, and I'm trying to decide what I want to do with you because at the end of the day, it comes down to what I want to do. And number 2, you probably have not established who you are in my life yet, so why do I need to save your number? If I look at the last 4 digits of your number and I know who you are, why are you taking it personally? And furthermore, if I don't have an emoji next to my name in your phone, shut the fuck up anyway, okay? Because we all know that an emoji is when shit gets real, alright? Like that's when shit gets real. But, yeah.
Don't lie about it either.
Yeah, for real. And delete his name. Bro,
Delete his name.
Listen.
I did that, and like,
psychologically, how much better did you feel? Delete their contact picture.
That too. It is because what you were talking about earlier, I have the anxious, like, what is it, anxious style? Whatever that was.
The one that we all have.
Yeah, I'm super anxious about it. And then ever since I have deleted his name and his picture, I'm no longer anxious about it. I'm doing pretty good.
I'm not going to talk about who did this, because I wouldn't put her under the bus like that. But stop pinning that guy's conversation to the top. Stop doing that.
Oh my god, people do that?
Yes, I have a friend and I love her dearly, but she pinned the conversation of a guy she liked at the top. And I was like, why are you doing that? I was like, you're already anxious about it. Why would you do that? Because now every time you get in your messages, you're looking at it and you're like, oh, he hasn't texted me and whatever. And let's just cut to it, okay? If somebody wants to talk to you,
they will.
They will talk to you. Now, girls, hold on a second, because that doesn't mean, oh, my friend, who's busy with exams and stuff, like, she doesn't give a fuck about. That's not true, okay? I'm talking about guys and girls specifically, okay?
Or relationships.
Romantic relationships.
There you go.
If a guy wants to talk to you, he will talk to you, okay? If a girl wants to talk to you, she might not talk to you because she's trying to play psychological games with you, and it's going to blow up in her face probably because she read it on Google, but that's fine. These people will find the time to talk to you. I don't want to hear this, oh, well, he's really busy and he's doing this, because I used to make excuses for those guys, and guess what? Now those guys won't stop texting me.
They make time for you now.
They do, and she has seen it. She's been with me for a week. She's like, he's blowing your phone up. Oh, he's blowing your phone up. I remember him from a couple years ago. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to get him to leave me alone now. And you want to know why, girls? You want to be in that spot? I know you do. set a fucking boundary. Set a boundary. The minute that you set a boundary, you up your value. Walk the fuck away. I know you think that this dude rode in on a white horse and it's the best sex that you've ever had. Stop fucking lying. Stop it. Stop. Stop putting him up on a pedestal, okay? Stop. Because he's not that great, okay? And you need to ask yourself this real serious question. Are you in love with him? Or are you in love with the man and the idea that you've made him out to be? And I was telling you this last night, and I know we're totally off track, but that's what we do here.
We'll get back onto it.
I told her, I think some guys come back to some girls because they want to see themselves, you're going to love this, they want to see themselves the way we saw them. The way we built them up. They want to be them. That's some deep shit. And I thought about that last night. Because we build them up so much and we say, oh, you're this great man, you're this and you're that. And we're in so much awe of them when we love them, right? That they're like, I want somebody to see me like that again, okay? But the issue is you let her get away, all right, Chad? And now she don't give a fuck about you. Because she met some guy at the gym, and now they're hot and heavy, and you're not on that pedestal anymore. You're basically sitting in a garbage can over there, and that's your own fault. And that's why these guys will cycle back, because they didn't actually do the work. It's easier to be with somebody who sees them as this great human being than to actually go be that great human being.
Yeah,
so
I think as women we do that too, because you can have a guy blowing you up, and that's what you do on like the dating apps. You've got all these people messaging you, and it's just this little hit of self-esteem every single time, and you just, okay, keep rolling with it, keep letting it go. And I think that guys do that too, and that's exactly what you said. They come back because they know that it's available. And
that's the thing, and that leads us to like our last like topic really for the night, like closure. Closure is bullshit, and let me tell you why, okay? Closure is bullshit because, and it's always girls, maybe sometimes guys, but it's always girls. Listen, Rebecca, I'm gonna call you on your shit right now, okay? You don't need closure, you just want to talk to him.
Or have sex one more time.
Or have sex with him, because I'm gonna tell you, and does it hurt? Yes, but it's not, you're not incapable of moving on with your life. You have to accept that, and it's not even just relationships, there are going to be times where you are not going to get an explanation for why things went wrong, how they went wrong, or any of that. And you can't let that detract you from living the rest of your life. And this is my thing. And I always tell my girlfriends this. You need to step back and let the cards fall as they may. Because you will eventually get the answers that you're looking for. Stop digging for them. Stop being that girl that's digging through social media and talking to all these other girls and trying to figure out, trying to find clues. Because I'm telling you, and she has seen it happen in my life. How many times? Almost every time.
Say how many times you want me to admit for you?
Like, yeah, I mean, let's go with 4. Because
let's say it 4 times.
Yeah, I mean, so many situations, especially like with men or whatever, anything in my life, I stepped back and answers came to me, Like, you might not ever get that apology. You might not ever understand what happened. And girls are always like, well, how do I make him feel bad? How many times have you had a girl say that? How do I make him regret fucking me over? How do I make him regret leaving me? You can't.
You can't.
You want to know what you can do? You can go be the best version of yourself and watch them flounder. Because men do try to come back. But you have to go work on yourself. And I'm not saying 2 weeks, you join a spin class and dye your hair a different color and all of a sudden he's going to want you back. That's not what I'm saying. When you hit self-love and you really better yourself, I promise you, by the time that man comes back, you might not want him. Nope. And that happens to me a lot. Like,
all the closure that you need is going to be within yourself.
Yes.
And one of the best things you can do, and a lot of people don't like to hear this, I didn't like to hear it for years, the best thing that you can do for yourself is to forgive someone else. And you're not forgiving them for their benefit, you're forgiving them
for
your
yourself.
benefit. And then you can just let it go. And it's gone. As soon as you are done with it, it's done.
I woke up one day and I just with my whatever experiment, whatever, I was like, I'm not mad. I'm not going to live the rest of my life being angry, and I'm not going to let some man who didn't do right by me detract me from loving anybody else, and people couldn't understand it, and I was just like, what does being mad or hating him do for me? It does nothing. You know, it really does. It does nothing for me. It hinders me, and it takes energy out of my life that he does not deserve. And I'm gonna say this: when you stop loving the wrong people, look how much more love you have to give to the right people. It amazed me. It amazed me after I was out of that situation how much more love I had to give to my friends and my family, and how much happier I was because I wasn't being drained by somebody. And especially a narcissist. Narcissists, and you, I'm sure you know, like narcissists will drain you, and I had so much more love to give, and you will eventually get the answers that you're looking for. You can't keep asking for, you know, apologies and all this other stuff, like,
or them to explain themselves.
Stop blaming yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Mistakes happen. I've stayed in situations too long that I shouldn't have stayed in and stuff like that, and my friends do that a lot. They're like, well, I don't know why I stayed in. At one point I was like, Mariah, you wasted a year of your life, you know? And then I was like, you know what? I don't feel like that anymore because I learned so much from it, and I'm fine. I'm good. I'm happy. And I did get that apology. I got that apology like 3 weeks ago. I got a random call, and I was like, who are you being investigated by? Is this? Am I on? Where's Ashton Kutcher? Am I on Punk'd? And he was like, I just wanted to apologize for how I treated you because there were some girls that deserve. Did I tell you about that?
I don't think so.
He called me 3 weeks ago, and he was like, there were some girls that deserved it, and he said you didn't, and he was like, I wanted to apologize to you, and I was like, shut the fuck up. I started laughing at him. I was like, no, seriously, like, does the FBI want you, or like, what's happening here? Like, are you trying to run away to Mexico? Do you need me to call Abuelo? Like, what's happening? I don't understand. But no, like, you gotta stop wanting that closure. You gotta, things will fall as they may, and you cannot catch anything good for you in your hands when you're holding on to old shit, okay?
Well, and that goes for more than just relationships.
Yeah, it's everything in life.
It goes for even family too, like, but it's for all relationships. So that's how we met. That's how our friendship started, was you letting go of old friendships that were no longer good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, and so, now I would say I have more friends now that I love and I care about because I learned how to love myself.
Yes.
You know, I probably have like 9 or 8 really good girlfriends, you know, and that's more than like I ever had, and now I have room for good things in my life because I stopped chasing negative bullshit, you know, even if they did have a great jawline and a fabulous head of hair. It's fine.
Every time, that
it is. She knows my type, alright? I have a type for sure.
You do.
I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, guys, Becca, do you want to give me your Instagram?
Yep, 92 Rebecca Ray on Instagram. You can find me. I'm following Mariah.
Yeah, exactly. And Mariah Malabuji, and my friend Sarah is a pumpkin, and she does not have an Instagram.
Sarah the Pumpkin.
At Sarah the Pumpkin.
No, just kidding. It's not.
It is. It's Sarah the Pumpkin. I follow her, so just go to my page, Mariah Malabuji, and you'll find her. It's a picture of a pumpkin on a skateboard.
Make sure you scroll through all of her.
All my friends.
It's buried in there.
Yeah. It's in there somewhere, guys. But listen, like, follow, subscribe. We love you guys. We want you to love yourselves.
Yes.
Stay out the streets, girl. Make a go bag. Don't slit your ex's tires. Just think about it. And fuck closure and delete their numbers out of your phone because you don't need it. Just let you know.
Turn it into an experiment.
Yeah, turn it into an experiment. Listen, I've had a lot of experiments, okay? Like, I probably have been an experiment, but let me know. Listen, baby. You let me know how that worked out for you, because I guarantee you that the results you were looking for, you did not get, okay? Because I'm like a hurricane. You better batten down the hatches, baby, and just try to ride it out, all right? Vacuum your fucking house, please, God, all right? Get some fall scented candles, clean out your fucking car.
Oh, I got one.
What?
Clean your oven.
Yeah, people don't do that and they need to.
Oven. I did that this week. Just do
she's got it together, man.
It's with her baking.
She's the whole package.
Yes, she is.
But listen, we love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. All right.
Love you.
Sweet dreams. Bye.
Bye.